Okay. What's poppin', people? How we living? How we feeling? Push that up a little bit. How we doing, people? It's good to see you. Let us know who's hanging out in the chat. It's good to be with you. It's a new week, and it's a new draft. It's a new opportunity for trades, for an atmosphere to be built, for us to make moves that we will cement in history.
Special to happen, huh?
We see you guys. Here. Thanks for joining us. Now. What's up, Style? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Trippy? What's up, Macy? Style says Zach's about to make his way into the top 6. Let's see. I just sent out maybe one of the most ridiculous trade offers. I don't even know what's happening with that one. But let's have a look. What's up, Icy? What's up, Tyler? What's up, Lazy? What's up, Goats? He says he's ready. What's up, Salem? Dak says he's ready. He says Goat Kings. Appreciate you guys all joining us. What's up, Marcel? What's up, Shane?
How we feeling, y'all?
Chris says Zach with the fresh haircut. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all. Had to switch it up a little bit. Had to switch it up.
And this is what was his birthday? Say, can we get a happy birthday in the chat? Even though technically it's his birthday in America.
That's true.
So it's technically still his birthday. And so say happy birthday. I know a lot of people probably reached out to you in a couple leagues or whatever. But yeah, say happy birthday. If not, roasting you.
No, appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. I got a lot of messages yesterday from the community. Appreciate all of you. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. It was a good time. And we get to do a draft today. I mean, could it be any better? Do us a massive favor. Go ahead and smash that like button. But we have a real Dynasty rookie draft today.
That's right, baby.
As you guys know, we have been live streaming all of our follower leagues, real rookie drafts, real money on the line here, real league, real prize pot.
Real shit, yo.
For a second, I'll just talk to the chat. Chat, please keep in mind that this is a real draft, okay? So that means don't be that guy who's like, how is this player still available? Why is this guy still on the board? Why hasn't this player been drafted right? It's like when you're in a real draft with your friends and someone puts in the chat, why is Josh Jacobs still available? And then he gets drafted straight away, right? Like, don't be that guy, right? Let the board play out. If a player gets drafted, hey, chat away. Have a conversation about it. But just let the draft happen as it happens organically. Also, a friendly reminder that this is a 5-minute timer. After the second round, we'll change it to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, just don't be that guy.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
And now to the league, to the golf league. A couple quick things that you guys need to know about. Firstly, there will be a 5-minute timer for the first 2 rounds. Rounds 3 and 4 will be a 3-minute timer. Badaki, can you do me a favor and find out who won the comp pick last year? So after pick 12, after the 2-12, before the 3-1, we will have a comp pick. So the way the comp picks work is whoever doesn't make the playoffs in our leagues, so seeds 7 to 12, they play in the consolation bracket during the playoffs. Whoever wins that wins a comp pick. So everyone has something to play for. Is it Jamar?
Jamar from afar.
Okay, so it is Jamar. So Dak, thank you for the super chat, man. We'll get to that 1 second. So Jamar will have the comp pick today. So that means after the 2-12, we'll pause the draft. I'll ask Jamar. Thanks for the sub. I'll ask Jamar, hey, what do you want here? And I'll add that person manually to his team. He'll no longer be available. That player will no longer be available to draft, and we'll start the 3rd round. Last thing to the people who we're drafting with, everyone has 1 trade window, okay? To activate your trade window, all you have to do is put in the draft room chat like this, activate trade window, okay? That will pop up the 5-minute timer. We'll pause the clock and we'll start your 5-minute timer. Now, the whole point of the trade window is because we're not huge fans of slow drafts. We understand why they're necessary, but we love the atmosphere of a real draft. We love being able to come together, everyone on one night, and actually putting effort into being there and building the atmosphere. So this is all our alternative, okay? So if you want to make trades or you want a little more time while you're on the clock, you can activate your trade window and make those deals happen. But I think outside of that, that might be it. Is that correct, Baki? Is there anything that I'm missing? Cam is very impatient. He's like, hurry up. Hey, man, this is a real league. We got to explain everything to every single league.
I would just say, if we're not talking, this is not a live stream that we are going to be, communicating with the chat a lot or trying to entertain the chat. I mean, I'm already trying to make trades right now. I'm looking down on my phone. So if you see us looking down, being really quiet, meaning that we're probably going to do some trades. So keep that in mind. Yeah. But other than that, I am really happy to start.
Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing going then. 5 minutes on the clock. At the moment, I have the 2-9, the 3-9, and the 4-9. Badaki
this is my worst leagues. This is a terrible league for me. I'm scarred for life.
1-3, the 3-3, and the 4-3. Dak, thank you for the super chat, man. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate you big time. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started here. Ooh, the Golf League has officially started. And Badaki did mention it a little bit, but keep in mind, guys, that we won't really be commenting on picks as much in this stream, right? Typically on a mock draft, if someone makes a pick, we'll be like, oh, we might not have done that just yet, or we would have gone someone else. Someone else was available that we would have taken. But we can't really do that, right? Because we can't say we would rather take this person. It's a real draft. So just keep that in mind. We probably won't be as talkative on this stream than your typical stream. But yeah, that's just because it's a real draft and we're all making deals. Gluten Freak has a trade in his inbox.
Gluten Freak. Mama say, Mama Musa. What a day. Let's see Badaki squad. Oh, you don't want to know. I'll tell you my squad, but it's terrible. Matthew Stafford. I had Tom Brady in this one, if I'm not mistaken. I dropped him and Zach Wilson. My running backs are James Conner, Cam Akers, Brian Robinson, Elijah Mitchell. I have Keontae Ingram. My wide receivers, Jamal Chase. That was my downfall. I switched it up and I went wide receiver. That's where it all started and went down. I took wide receiver when I should have took a quarterback, and then I did a terrible trade. Jamal Chase. I have Alan Lazard, Adam Thielen, Dawson Knox, Daniel Bellinger. So my team is really called absolute dog shit. That's how bad it is. So let's see. Gluten Freak taking his time here. Zach could be on the clock here. If you see that face.
No.
If you look at that face. Oh, never mind.
I thought I offered a very aggressive offer, but I'd be happy to say what I offer once the pick is made. What I offered. But yeah, we can show you our teams. So I don't have a first round pick. I have the 2-9, the 3-9, the 4-9. You guys can see my team here. I absolutely love this team in the Golf League. We got Pat Mahomes, Dobbins, Walker, Dotson, Higgins, Njoku, CeeDee Lamb, Jameson Williams, Justin Fields. We got Sam Howell on the bench. We got Sky Moore, Cole Kmet, Trey McBride, Isaiah Likely. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this team here. And then I know Badaki was saying his team. I guess we could show it to you. It's a rough one. Stafford, Connor,
absolute dog shit.
Akers, Chase, Lazard, Knox, Thielen, Bellinger, Brian Robinson. We got Bateman on the bench. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Jamar Chase is on the block, looking for a hole. Just send me a trade. You didn't want to win now running back. I got James Conner. I saw you doing a couple of trades for James Conner.
I have done some trades for James Conner. Yeah.
What have you been sending?
It's been third round picks, so I don't think anyone's going to give you a second. But if they do, great for you. You think you get a second for James Conner?
No, I actually don't. That's why I'm messing around. Let's see who you have on your team.
Bijan Robinson off the board. So I'll say the offer that I sent. Let me ask Gluten if he's okay if I say this.
Is it run me for free? You want to bet?
Okay, he's all good with that. I'll
See, you see the whole. Okay,
I'm
yeah,
gonna.
go.
Sorry, go ahead, Badaki. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Oh, that's interesting. No, I don't want.
I'm gonna show you guys the offer that I sent for the first overall pick. Gluten's fine if he was fine for me to send it. I'm curious what people think. If they thought I sent enough or not. We can't do this for every trade offer that we send, but oftentimes we get people who comment later like, oh, a lot of your trade offers weren't accepted. You must have sent shit offers. You know, it's like, I mean, I send probably like 20 to 30 offers a draft. It's not that common to have one rejected or countered. Okay, this was the offer I sent for the first overall pick. And I'll just say, keep in mind context. Gluten Freak has been saying that he wants to own the 2024 draft. Okay, so this was the offer that I sent to him. I sent him 2 first-round picks in 2024, mine and Dak's. I sent him Ken Walker and a second-round pick, and I asked for the 101 and the 109. You guys think that's a fair offer? I just want to know what the chat thinks. It was rejected. And I can respect that Gluten wanted to stick to his guns and go Bijan. Just curious what people think about that offer out there. Was that fair? Was that a respectable offer? I don't want people comment later and saying, hey, these guys are sending ridiculous offers, okay? Okay?
You have no idea how that... What is that from? You have no idea how that feels. It was a TikTok from Talladega Nights.
From Talladega Nights? If it's from Talladega Nights, I'll definitely remember it.
Let me see if I can.
A lot of people are saying that they think it's a respectable offer. Most people would stick with Bijan. I can respect that. Should have offered another running back besides Keno. Well, I mean, my only other running back that I think you would be interested in is J.K. Dobbins. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Because I'm bobbing like I'm Dobbins. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. That was the one, I think. You know that one?
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that on us. I pray you know that pain. I think that's what it was. Oh, man. 7 goals must be... Yeah,
he messaged me. He's like, can I get that offer for the 102? I was like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. But yeah, no first this year, but we got 2 firsts next year. And with that team that we got, I'm feeling good.
Maybe this league can be... Maybe this league can be the chat's league. How do you feel about taking over the league as a chat? I got this offer, guys. You let me know. If you can bring up my team one more time, please. That would be really helpful.
I'm just wanting you guys to know I'm gonna draft for my own team, but for Badaki, if he's gonna let you draft for him.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun because this team is dog shit. So I'm happy to have a little bit of fun with this league.
Second pick is Anthony Richardson. Badaki's on the clock.
Okay, I'm on the clock. I'll take my time here. I got a trade offer. I'll let you know. Okay, I got this trade offer. You know what? And I hope this is okay, Kyle. I'm going to send this trade offer. And put that up.
Someone messaged me, by the way, in our league, and they said I would have taken that for the 101. The one I sent. Go ahead.
The one you just sent. Okay. Obviously, you know my team. You see my team there, everyone, right? Terrible, absolute dog shit. I'm going to upload an image to the... Hurry up and pick Pataki. I'll take my time. I'm going to upload in a picture of a trade I just got. And I want the league to know. I want the chat to tell me, should I do this? And if the majority says yes, we'll have a conversation. And maybe I'll really highly consider it. But I just really want to know everyone's thought process because I know what I would do here. Oh, I'm getting some more trades. Hold on.
Okay, so this is the trade, I guess, that you're talking about here. You get Elijah Moore 2 first, and you send away Jamar Chase.
I'll tell you this. I personally want more. Right? 2 first, Brian's team. And what's great about this is that we have the context, right? And once again, my team is terrible. So I would say that right now, my gut, that I don't want to do this. I want more. Brian's team, decent team.
Who is Brian, by the way?
Oh, not Brian. I think is
Kyle.
It looks like
Kyle?
Brian.
Are you talking about the trade on the screen?
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow.
But if you're looking at the first, it's like Bry. I think is it Brian?
Oh, Breyer.
Breyer. Sorry,
it's Breyer.
Lazy Bones. Sorry, I thought it was Brian the whole time. I wasn't reading that correctly. Then Lazy Bones. Except if you want to get worse, I love it. I know I want a bigger bag, and nobody wants to send me. More.
I'm just gonna say now that I don't think we can ethically allow the chat to give you responses to every trade offer anymore. You're gonna have to make these decisions.
I know. I'm saying that I already know my decision. But if everyone in the chat was like, "Bro, let's just do it. Let's just ride with it. Let's take a chance. Let's take a swing here." You know, I would be like, you know what? That's why I said this is.
I hear you.
This is a league pick. I'm gonna make my pick here. So yeah. We got some more. Coming in though. So that's not the first trade. We got a lot more coming in. Okay, well, I'm not gonna show that one because I don't like that one.
Shout out to 161 people watching the stream. Today, you give Badaki advice, okay? Today, it switches around.
Today, yeah. Today, let's do it.
Do us a massive favor. Go ahead and smash that like button. We're showing you a real draft. 159 people watching. Help us get to 100. Why not? With your help, we can definitely get there. Okay, so it's gone Bijan, A-Rich, Bryce Young. Big surprise, right? Big surprise.
Big surprise.
Hey, Jamar, I know you've got the next 3 picks.
Jamal from afar.
So I'm going to send you an offer. Never mind. I don't know that I can. I think we had a discussion already about how much you wanted for that. Styles just put CMC on the block.
Love that.
CMC's on the block. Things just got a little more spicy.
This how you want it now. Come on, we so green. Come on,
Seven Goat says he chose Young over his own first in 24. So I'm assuming he sent you an offer of your 24 first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the sub, Wahoo Season.
So I can tell you to decline that trade. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. I needed that. I needed that help. I needed it. I needed it in that moment.
Love it.
Look at us now, building it together.
Hey, 7,900 subs. Appreciate that, guys. We're 100 away from 8K. 100 away from 8K. Love it. Love it. JT
That's
says
awesome,
Badaki's first, 2024 first is Caleb Williams. Okay, so
I'm doing everything not to do that.
So Jamar goes JSN, Gibbs, and Stroud off the board. He gets all 3 of them a clean sweep. And we can look at Jamar's team here, I believe. So Jamar adds to already a very good team. He had Tua, he had Watson, he adds Stroud, he already had Love. He adds Jahmyr Gibbs, JSN. That is a very, very strong team. And he still has a lot of picks. Jamar's done a really good job building this team out. Yeah, that's a very good team. Quentin Johnston goes at the 1-7-7 Goats, and Goats is back on the clock. He's got A-Rich. He's got Quentin Johnston. And Goats, I'll send you a little offer here. Okay, Goat says trade window, please.
Okay.
So Goats is on the clock. Badaki, if you can keep these on track for us. So his 5-minute timer has officially started, meaning he has 5 minutes to make any sort of trades. All trades can be accepted at any time, but he has 5 minutes specifically right now to make any sort of deals that he wants to. So Jamar does his thing. I might send Goats a trade here. Let's see.
Anything. They just wanna you.
Briar.
I know, right? It's so funny.
Briar. Something is not going Briar's way. He is not happy right now.
In a way. How many? Briar doesn't have any picks in this draft, does he?
Briar's got no picks. No picks for Briar.
Briar's just trying to get on.
He's just trying to get on the board somewhere.
Honestly, please help him.
I love it. And by the way, this is the Gluten Freak draft, in case anyone was curious.
I know I've been away. I've been trying not to stray. And they might get away. I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl. It looks like the Jamal draft. Probably
So
Jamal and Gluten Freak.
Gluten Freak has 11 picks. He did have 16 about 2 weeks ago. I even with 11 picks, I still don't know how he's going to fill out his roster. He's going to have to drop a lot of players. But if anyone can do it, he can. Dynasty Day Trader says, hello, dudes. Just hope Dak is surviving. I love it.
Jordan Addison here.
Okay, Jordan Addison goes off the board. Gluten Freak is on the clock. Gluten, I'll send you an offer, bro. I'll send you an offer. I'll send you that offer right now, Gluten.
Mm-hmm. I'm for real. So who used their goat did, and he just made this bigger.
Yeah, I just forgot to stop the timer. My bad.
He said run the clock, meaning like you want your trade window. Oh, the clock is actually not going. Sorry.
He didn't call it.
No, yeah, but 7 goats made his pick, and the clock never started.
Oh, okay. My bad, guys. Making an offer for your own pick always feel bad, to be honest. I mean, I feel great. Love my team. Do I want to get back in the draft? Of course. Who doesn't want to? Did he not just ask for 2 seconds?
He asked for who asked for 2 seconds? Gluten?
Yeah, he says a 24 first for the 109 or 2 seconds.
Or
I just sent him 2 seconds.
Or 25 and a 25 second. I'm assuming he's saying or 25 first and a 25 second. That's what I think.
He says saying. A 25. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'd rather hold on to my own first then.
I mean, I can do a 125 second. Didn't I think the weather? Oh my. That's
25
funny.
first plus or 24 first. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. My bad, Gluten.
His bad. Oh my. With my love for you. Who's next, Jamal?
All right. How much time we got? Oh, we haven't called a trade offer. Yeah. So 2 minute and 40 our trade win. 2 minute and 45 seconds on the clock. Yeah, he I thought he was asking for 2 seconds. He wanted a first and a second.
He wanted a first and a second. Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather just keep my 24 first and see what happens with it. So
no, that makes sense. Makes sense, brother. I got Justin Ross if anyone wants him. I wish I had the Justin Ross believer in our league. I would have traded him immediately. Justin Ross on the block.
Casey says Stroud to the 6th. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind though, it's all the same team, right? So I mean, Stroud could be the 1-4 there, technically.
Yeah, Mel, we already showed our team. Sorry, brother. We can go through it again. Just know that my team's absolute dog shit. And Zach has a good team in this one. Could we have something going on here? Let's see. Just under 50 seconds here.
All right, let's see what Gluten Freak is gonna get done.
People don't really know. They don't really know you.
El Tigre says, keep my boy Justin's name out your mouth. Okay, so Zay Flowers goes off the board. So Freak starts with Bijan and Zay Flowers. And now Jamar is on the clock. Remember, he got JSN, Gibbs, Stroud. Let's see what else he's going to get here. X going to give it to you.
X going to give it to you.
There goes the super chat.
This is where it gets. It's stinky. It's stinky pinky. Where's that from? I think that's from Friday.
I don't know if you want me saying that on the stream. Family friendly stream here.
It's family friendly. I mean, these Gen Z kids don't understand it, you know? These Gen Z kids.
That might have a different meaning than what you think it does.
Oh, I know what it means.
Someone help me. All right, Jamar is on the clock here. I assume he's fielding offers. Not sure. Not sure what's happening.
And I don't smoke. Would you check on me?
How did I get CeeDee Lamb? Oh, yes. It was in that Daniel Jones trade. Briar's wanting the deal to go down here.
Please no hands on me. I'm next to see. I know you.
Briar's gone into devalue the player I am acquiring mode or sending away mode. Briar's desperate here. He just wants some action.
Every draft. That's a really case of Tourette's and everything. Yeah, that's me, Bella.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy day in this league. Dynasty Day Traders just was trying to come in, just be a friend to Dak, and Badaki and I were sleeping, and then the league just rioted. They rioted, but that was really funny to wake up to a lot of messages. Just a friend trying to help out a friend. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. He says the league is scared of me. It's okay. Jamar's got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. I don't see an active symbol. He made his 3 picks earlier, so. One minute left on the clock here for Jamar. Just looking at who's on the trade block here in this league.
Surely Jamal's here. Surely. He got mad picks. He might have a Q though. Unless he's just gonna pop up that minute.
Yeah, Mighty Booch. CJ did go at 1-6. The context there might make some sense though. The Jamar who owned the 1-6 also owned the 1-4 and the 1-5. So I mean, I guess you could really technically say
trade window.
Oh, this is a terrible time to call a trade window.
Yeah,
Well, look, whoever ends up on the clock, I'll start it for you. They're gonna have about 10-15 seconds to make a pick. So
that's like 5. It was 5 seconds.
Was it 5 seconds?
It was 5 seconds on. So
Okay.
whoever makes the trade, you have to have a queue. Just know that. I'm gonna put that right in the chat.
I'm doing it now.
Okay. There's a trade made. Make sure you know who you're picking. Look at my people. I'm just trying to get my people straight. Oh.
Yeah, that's a tough trade window there. Let's see.
I wonder if he just wasn't at his thing.
He says sorry, did the trade window in the league chat before the draft chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, put it in the draft chat for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. We did not see that.
All right, so he's got about 3 minutes 45 seconds or so to make a deal there. I mean, Jamar's team is actually pretty nasty, dude.
Yeah, I know.
He's adding JSN, Gibbs, and Stroud to what was already a very good team. Watson, Jacobs, ET, and Waddle, Smith, Hawkinson, McLaren, Mike Williams, Tua, Love on the bench, White on the bench, Godwin, Pat Fryermuth. I mean, yeah, he's nobody to play with. That's for sure. He's a dog.
Up in the world.
Trade has been completed.
Okay, let's see.
So it looks like Jamar and Goat Rings made a trade here. Okay, Dalton Kincaid is the pick. And I will put Billy on the clock. So you're marking these trade windows, I assume?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oops. So I'll let you guys see the trade that just went down. Save, and I'll upload this. But we did get a deal done. Not me, but the league got a deal done for the 110. And the pick ended up being Dalton Kincaid for Goat Rings. So Goat Rings has A-Rich, Johnston, Addison, and Kincaid. And let's go ahead and show you the trade that went down. Okay, so it was... Trying to see if we're in the way here. Miles Sanders, the 208 for the 110, 210, and a third. And that 110 ended up being Dalton Kincaid. So Sanders in the 208 for Kincaid, the 210 in the third. That was a deal that just went down. And now we've got Billy. Billy on the street.
Billy on the street
is up on the clock here. Have I made any trades in this league recently? I feel like my team was pretty set. I didn't have a... Well, it's going to be hard to actually go back and look because that league chat was very active recently. "107 days until kickoff." That's right, Macy. We're getting closer.
Yeah, OTAs is a starter for some teams, if I'm not mistaken already.
Mm-hmm. We're getting closer, y'all.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Shout out to the 180 people watching the stream, guys. Really appreciate y'all. We've already said this before, but just do us a massive favor. Go ahead and smash that like button. 180 people. Let's get to 100 likes. With your help, we absolutely can get there. And it's important to note as well that our redraft channel is about to be in full swing. We're already putting content out. We're already doing mock drafts. But if you don't follow us over on the redraft channel, that is the OG channel. That's where everything started. That's where it all began. So go ahead and subscribe to us over there.
That's right.
A week ago, we released our top 24 wide receiver rankings for the 2023 fantasy season, not Dynasty, just regular fantasy. And then we just released our running back rankings. And obviously, look, we're in May, redraft, best ball. It's going to change. The rankings will change, absolutely. But it's good to be back in the flow there. We've got 3 videos a week now. And then when we get into June, I think we might go to even more, including more live streams. We live streamed as well last week. We'll live stream more this week. So make sure you subscribe to us over there if you have yet to do so. Billy on the clock here. And Zach Charbonnet is the pick.
Zach Charbonnet, okay.
So I think Breyer is not happy. He wanted someone. And now Dak is on the clock. Let's see what Dak ends up doing. Dak won the league last year. He's got very much a win now team. He's got Wilson, Henry, Eckler, Adams, Keenan, Kelsey, Lockett, Sutton, Dak on the bench. We've got Fournette, Kamara. So he's very much in win now mode. Dak says haircuts gold. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Are you wheeling and dealing, my guy, or are you on mute?
I'm wheeling and dealing. I've been trying hard to.
He's wheeling and dealing, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Dak says, big decision here. Won't need a trade window. Okay.
Dak, I just sent you a message.
It's cool to already see updates on people's injuries. Justin Herbert should be back practicing soon.
Oh, is it Jamal? What does Jamal have?
Alson Lamar? Oh my gosh. Breyer is definitely wanting to make a deal here. Okay, trade window. So Dak comments and says, I'm not going to need my trade window, but then he calls trade window. Come on, Dak. I'm just kidding. Everyone's entitled to their trade window. He's got his now. So he's got 5 minutes on the clock. And let's see what sort of deals he comes up with. We've also got the hotel draft this week. Let me have a look at what sort of picks I have in the hotel draft. So in the hotel draft, we've got the 1-6 and the 2-9. The 1-6 and the 2-9. What's our team looking like there? T-Law, Dylan, Walker, Jefferson, Jameson, Williams, Pat, Watson, Dotson, Love, Mack. 224 first, which is good. So that's, you guys will see that in not tomorrow night, but the next night. Dak did not move up for this pick. Nope. What's up, Jesse? Weekend was good, man. Weekend was good. Styles says, I have a feeling Chase is about to get dealt. Let's see.
Nobody like you do. I think I know.
Okay, so Devin A-Chain is the pick. We did not get a deal done. Didn't use much of the trade window. Could have saved it maybe potentially there, but Jamar's back on the clock, and the pick was Devin A-Chain. It's Devon. It's Devon, damn it.
It's Devon. You freaking guy, man. Relax, chat. We know it's Devon. Jamal about to send you be great. It'll be great to just have a conversation. Are we going to see history in the NBA?
I don't want to know what's going on in the NBA, guys. I'm going to watch the game later, so please don't tell me.
Are we going to see the Los Angeles Lakers come back from a 0-3?
With Dynasty
Something
trade
that we've never seen before.
in India.
Are we going to see history? Huh?
I don't know. I'm going to watch it later.
Celtics do it as well? I don't know. This is why we call him LeBum James, LeBrick James. They call him the GOAT. If you're the GOAT, you would have won a game. Nah, I'm joking.
Don't turn this into a LeBron stream. Your hate is unfounded.
All love, LeBron.
I remember the movie Little Giants. I actually do, man. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that's a classic. I'm actually upset that's not on Disney Plus. I thought it would be on Disney Plus. I honestly I actually looked because I wanted to watch that movie the other day.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. Nuggets about to be the first team to give up a 3-0 lead. I love it. Here's what I'll say. If LeBron wins one, it's 3-1. He's done that before. I feel like the Nuggets really, they do, not to say that they're like at a disadvantage. They need to close it out because if you give LeBron any sort of confidence, it's like, MND says Savage a 10 with the fresh cut. Appreciate you, man. AWOL says no. Lakers, Celtics, both gonna win 4 straight. It's all in the script. Love it.
Yeah,
Style
NBA
says, by the way, Zach. Sorry.
I said NBA is rigged, so it makes sense.
Right. Style says, by the way, Zach finally got to check out Air on Prime last night. Definitely in that Moneyball tier sports movie. I love it. I loved it. Favorite NBA team?
Watched the other day too.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
It's not bad. I think it was good. You know, I think I really like the concept.
He's trying to let me down in an easy way.
No, the thing was like I love Moneyball, and I think I loved Moneyball and I understood Moneyball in a different perspective then because I wasn't massive in baseball at the time, and for them to kind of do that and know the history of that, I think was amazing.
Sure.
And I felt like I guess because since I already knew what was going to happen, which you did say, like even though you knew what was going to happen, it made you feel like you had no idea that if the deal was going to get done, which was awesome. It just
kept you in suspense even though you knew what was happening. Yeah.
Exactly, which is awesome. But I'm not saying I feel like I didn't learn anything new, which if I'm comparing it to Moneyball, I just learned a whole brand new thing on baseball when I saw that movie for the first time. So
I felt like I learned a lot of new things, to be honest, about that Jordan deal. I felt like there was so much that they let us in on.
And I didn't really look into details, but I wonder if that was, obviously it is true, because like I didn't know, it'd be amazing if the mom like was negotiating at the time for Jordan like that, and I thought that was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll put it with Moneyball, but yeah, it is really, really good. I love it.
Fair. My favorite team is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Michael Mayer goes off the board at the 2-1.
Man. I'm gonna send you a trade or talk to me.
Benaki pretty much roots for anyone from New York, so any team in New York,
I would say the Knicks, but to be honest, I don't watch basketball like that. I only watch basketball during the NBA playoffs. But if a New York team is there, I'm 100% watching and supporting for a New York team. But I don't follow throughout the season.
Yeah,
unfortunately. Trade window for Tiz.
Okay, trade window has been activated for Tiz. Are we keeping track of these?
We are keeping track of these, brother.
Okay, awesome. Trade window has been activated. Just waiting for the 209 here, y'all. Just waiting patiently. At least it's not Bravo. Anybody remember the Bravo draft? I was at the 4-7 by myself. That was pretty funny. Tiz says he's gonna hear people out. Okay, so the 202 is on the clock. Do I have anything for Tiz here? I don't know, man. I could send you an offer. I don't know. Okay, I have an idea.
Hi, Blazy. How you going? I like this one. I read this script. Genuine question for the chat. Do you believe the NBA is rigged? I think there's massive. I think you can sway me, and I would say, I truly believe the NBA is script. I'll be honest, I'm not big into it. I only say an NBA script just because I like to talk shit, obviously. But I honestly really don't know because I don't watch it. I don't watch it as like that. But we'd love to hear you guys' perspective. So not with players. Okay.
I don't think it's rigged. I mean, Pat McAfee talks about it when people talk about the NFL. Like, the amount of people who would have to be in on an organization to be rigged is... I just think, like, the average fan just thinks it's so simple to rig something.
Yeah. Like, for sure. I also think lottery, that shit has to be rigged 100%. I would agree with that. Well, we're in a room here. Okay, who deserves a first pick? What do you mean who deserves a first round pick? The person that was the worst deserves the first round pick. Oh, the Spurs wanted. They like to write.
I don't think, again, like you have a very limited knowledge of the NBA, and you're thinking of a perspective from the NFL. It is way easier to tank in the NBA than it is in the NFL. The NFL team is compiled of 53 players plus a practice squad, right? The NBA, you have 5 starters. All you got to do is sit your superstar in crucial games. You'll probably lose, right? It's much easier to to tank in the NBA than it is in the NFL. It's 2 different worlds. So the lottery is actually, it makes sense in the NBA, whereas it doesn't make as much sense in
I feel like you can sit your stars in the NFL, unlike, like, when I say your stars, I mean, like, you're not gonna sit your quarterback. Like, for example, when the whole Jalen Hurts thing, that felt like hella sus, right? But like, you're never gonna sit your number 1 starter. Like, you're never gonna sit Justin Herbert just because. You're never gonna sit Lamar Jackson just because. I feel like you can tank in different ways. I would say in the NFL, so maybe I would agree in some sort of way. But like, why would LeBron not play? But why would the starters not play? Why would any? I guess in any level, not even LeBron.
Sorry,
level.
I'm talking about a deal here. Sorry.
No, I'm talking with the chat. Like, why wouldn't they play? I just don't understand. Like as a player, I'm gonna want. I mean, obviously they don't have the say. You know, the coach does. Like, isn't that just weird? Oh, you know, today LeBron's just taking a break. I don't give a shit. He taking a break. I mean, I keep saying LeBron. I wish it's not LeBron. That's the person I can think of because I'm watching him right now. But
I mean, you just want to find any reason to hate LeBron though. Like
sure.
you're that type of fan.
Sure.
You're like any ammunition you can have, you love it.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like I mean, I guess it's rigged in that way. I'm never not starting my players.
Okay, the time is up. Well, gotta put Tiz back on the clock there.
He's back on the clock here. I sent Tiz a message.
Style says the Texans for sure don't know how to tank. Jonathan Mingo goes off the clock. Billy, I'm gonna send you an offer, brother.
Okay. See, Brian said I didn't know that.
What did Brian say?
Nah, he was just like, you know, they have like rest days. I guess it makes sense because they play so many freaking games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a travel by the Joker, dude. Surely. There it is. Give me a second. I'm just gonna open the door for Blaze. I'm sorry.
Everyone's sending Billy offers. Gluten, let me send you an offer, baby. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. Lazy Bones, let me send you an offer.
Okay. Wow, Billy went rice. Gluten. Gosh, gluten.
You know, I will say Will Levis that late is kind of crazy.
That's what I was trying to get the whole time.
I'm very surprised he went that late.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this could make so much sense for us, Lazy. Oh my god, I'm serious. This could make a ton of sense.
Trade window for Lazy.
Okay. This might be the perfect matchup between two people. Trade window has been activated for Lazy Bones.
A few people that play in the high. So everything's rigged. High tank in the NFL gameplay away. You're right. That makes sense. Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting with the whole rigged NBA thing. You know, I mean.
Levis is a great value there.
It's very interesting.
This has been a presentation. Jesse says, I think it's easier to hide tanking the NFL. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get Will Levis that whole time. I mean, I was willing to get him at the 111 there. I just don't think. Once again, I don't have much, so
yeah,
it's not gonna be easy for me.
I'm definitely surprised Levis was still available there.
Okay. I feel like I would agree. I would agree, Dave. Like I think like I guess that's what kind of what Zach was talking about with Pat McAfee. You know, so many people have to be in it, right? You have to have all the players on the fields. You know, you have to have, you know, the people on the bench, head coach, all the coaches to really understand what's happening there. And I may not know the context of all these teams in the NBA, but I guess maybe is it as easy to miss a shot than like miss a throw, right? Like overthrow somebody. Is it easy to like not see a hole when you're as a running back? You know, I feel like there's just so much more that goes into the NFL potentially compared to like like NBA players. NBA players can maybe play a little bit lazy or be a little bit off them, be a half step back or a full step back or get fouled out early, whatever the case may be. But once again, I don't know much about the NBA, just bringing my 10% knowledge in the NBA and my thought process. You need 2 or 3 refs on the NFL crew to rig a game. 1 ref in the NBA makes sense. I need a magnet on the goalpost. Gosh.
Okay, 1 minute and 15 seconds left
On the trade window. QB completion needs to be 6% plus to be considered NFL level, right? NBA, if you're shooting 6% a season, they put you in the Hall of Fame while you were still active. Oh, got a trade going down in India. Okay, throwing forward on the move there.
He says, I'm thinking, fellas, appreciate the offers.
No worries.
Yeah, it's a lot when you're on the clock and then the offers are coming left and right. It's a lot to wrap your head around for sure. Who started the trade window idea? Just an idea that I had back when we started our follower leagues. You know, we wanted to live stream them. Okay, the trade window's up. So I got to put Lazy back on the clock. Yeah, just an idea that I had back when we first started our follower leagues. We wanted to live stream them. You know, we wanted to, you know, make this kind of environment. And we talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but the trade window is really our alternative to, you know, a slow draft. We're not huge fans of slow drafts. Yeah. We understand why they're necessary. We understand why they're convenient, but we just love the atmosphere of bringing everyone together and kind of having like one night where we're all together, we're making deals, you know, we're talking, we're getting through it together. Oh, I missed on that player. Oh, this player fell to me. Yes. You know, like just the hype, the atmosphere is just different than a slow draft. Slow draft's convenient for sure, but I mean, everyone's just going throughout their daily lives and it just happens. So it was kind of like
no excitement, right? There's no excitement, and
yeah,
I guess like kind of alluding to that, like there's no excitement to like, at least it feels like a long draft, right? It's like, okay, well, I'm over here doing groceries, so I'm on the clock. Let me make my pick. You know, like there's no like no real vision of like why he made that pick or what you were trying to do at the time. At least maybe the way I feel about it.
Yeah, just you know, you want to keep trades, crucial part of draft, because that's always fun in Dynasty. So I guess I'm just trying to like think to myself, how could we still make drafts really fun all on the same night and give people an opportunity to make trades? And the trade window was just something that kind of came up with, kind of popped into my brain, like, let's just try it, and then never stopped using it.
Damn, son, LeBron was out.
Aaron said our rookie draft was 1 minute, no window. It was hectic. Dang, that's crazy. By the way, please don't tell me anything about the Lakers game. I'm gonna watch it later. Okay, Kendre Miller is the pick there. So it looks like Lazy Bones just decided to stay pat.
Well, there was just a trade that just went down, actually, because Breyer is now on the clock. And he goes Hendon Hooker.
Okay.
So Breyer sends away the 206. Oh, no, Breyer gets the 206 and the 211, and he sends away Michael Pittman.
Dang, so Jamar just got even more loaded. Jamar's team is actually bonkers.
So Breyer wanted Michael Pittman. Wanted Hendon Hooker. Why did you want Hendon Hooker? Let me see.
I am curious why Breyer wanted Hooker so bad.
Did you just want another player? I mean, I guess he doesn't have a quarter. You have Lamar, Desmond Ridder, Purdy, Taylor Heineke. So
I'm not sure Hendon's going to be starting this year, brother.
Hashtag overpay Indy sucks ass. Fair.
Let's see, brother. Let's see. But
and to be fair, he doesn't have any other pick. He has no like 24, 25 picks.
No, I hear you.
I'm not mistaken. So maybe he just wanted to try and get his guy for the next couple of years, hopefully.
All right, Jaden Reed is on the clock. Or sorry, Jaden Reed just went off the board at the 2-7. Jamar is up.
Yeah. Don't push it away.
I was hoping to move up and get Kendre there, but I mean, this has actually worked out really well. I'm really glad that I didn't end up trading up now.
Now you're on the clock. What are you thinking?
I am pretty confident I know what I'm going to do, but I haven't been on the clock this entire draft, so I'm just going to take a second and make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah. I mean, look, I'll listen to offers. But I know who I want here.
I'm interested to see who you want.
Kyle, if this was Badaki on the clock, that's probably accepted. But I'm not as big of a guy on that player.
Elijah Moore.
I think it's a little too steep a price for me.
I'm for real. Yeah, I got no one to offer. Alan Lazar for the 209. Just gotta stay put. Gloom Freak, how you doing, brother? Kids are finally in bed. That was difficult. Glad you got it done, man. Now you're chilling. Now open up a beer. What is it? Monday night over there. He just woke up yelling. Woke him up yelling. Tank is climbing. Yeah, I mean, hey, what can you do? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we both got haircuts actually. So I got a haircut. I got a nice little edge. Went to my barber. Call him Slim Fady.
Yeah, I went to Slim Fady too.
If you ever need a barber, in Australia, I got you. You know, you need a good edge, you know, because they ain't got good barbers out here. You need a nice fade. You need a nice little lineup. I feel like in America you can go anywhere. You can get a nice little.
Okay, sorry, no need to prolong this.
Sure.
Currently ranked as my 204. Welcome to the squad, Rashawn Johnson.
Big ol' Roscoe. You let me. Love it. Love the pick. Not bad. Good choice. Yeah. So, say Whiskey Mondays. Let's go. Key, do I make any
Gluten
YouTube
says smart pick.
More pick. We try to do shorts. I think it's a little bit difficult to pump out so much content for us to kind of edit that. I mean, we do all our editing, our graphics and all that. We honestly definitely try to like incorporate it within our schedule. It's just so much more, man. I wish we could do some shorts. I think it can definitely hit a good market. But we don't do that, unfortunately. Rojo, easy pick.
Okay, so here's the deal with YouTube Shorts and TikTok and everything, okay? You know, so Badaki and I, everything that you guys see on this channel and the Redraft channel, we're doing everything, like, as we should at this point with how small we are. I mean, the community is growing, but still in the scheme of things, we're relatively small. So, you know, we put out, 8 videos a week, pretty much every week at minimum, sometimes 7 across both channels, 4 or 5 live streams a week. Keep in mind that we have to script those videos, but before we script them, we have to actually brainstorm each week and try and make sure we're putting out good content. So when we finish recording, then we have to edit them. We do the graphics, edit, video editing, uploading, and then in between that we have to do admin and everything. So like at the moment, shorts and TikToks and stuff is one of those things that's just kind of like, that would be cool, but just don't have time for it. I actually went really hard on our TikTok maybe 2 years ago. And
yeah, we grew a little.
We were putting out awesome TikToks. But then when we were like telling people, hey, like, do you want to come watch our videos? Or like hey, we have a YouTube channel. Or like, hey, we offer advice, this way. No response. No one cares. So it's like we were building this platform on TikTok where people are like, actually, I don't care to watch your YouTube channel because I'm watching your TikTok, if that makes sense. So you guys can go watch that. I mean, I remember we had a video about Javonte Williams that blew up. Where is that Javonte Williams video?
It was Javonte Williams and also I think the one of Rondell Moore kind of blew up. But like, what's the, you got to think about it in this way, I think. And
here it is, this video, which I can't actually show you on the stream because the music will demonetize us. But anyway, that video kind of blew up. Like, that was cool to see. But at the end of the day, like, for what we do, it really didn't help grow areas that we truly wanted to grow. It was just like, people are like, oh, those are cool videos. I'll keep watching them on TikTok. And shorts is definitely a good idea. But again, we would like to get, to doing that at some point. It's just at the moment, like, let me ask the chat, when you see someone make shorts out of a show that's normally a show, like recycled content, do you guys typically watch that or scroll? Because for me, if I see someone who like releases content, and maybe I'm just a different consumer, but if I see a fantasy content creator just take a clip from one of their shows and put it on TikTok, like, I'm not watching that. I'll scroll past it and watch something funny. I don't know that like those clips are ones that people will really watch or, have retention on. And I think like there's also a difference between, because I see some people in the chat, the shorts that a lot of you guys are talking about are intentional shorts. Like, they actually set aside time to record just for shorts. Those aren't necessarily clips taken from content that was already made and recycled. those are like, okay, I literally made this video for short, and like there's a lot of intention behind it. I think those can be successful. But anyway,
Yeah.
trade window Briar hasn't activated his yet, has he?
Let me just double check. No, well, because he never traded.
Oh, true. Okay, so Briar's on the clock.
Briar is on the clock. So let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, we definitely, maybe when we have more time, you know, it's definitely a market we want to hit for sure. You know, I think it's a lot more people can definitely see our content in short form. Some people don't like to watch, you know, 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute long videos. If we can kind of, you know, condense that into a 3-minute, 1-minute short, I think we can also, you know, see a lot more people come, I guess, in a viewer perspective for us. But that's just something, you know, we try to focus on the long form content and make sure that is out with the best of its ability, and make sure we put our time and efforts into that. So
yeah, Mike, there's no harm in doing it. Absolutely, Mike, there's no harm in doing it. I'm not saying, I don't know if it came off that. I don't think I phrased it that way, but if it did, like, if people are doing that, like, all the more power to them. There's absolutely no harm in doing it. And if people have time to do it, great. I'm just saying Badaki and I's utilization of our time is kind of caught up in things that are more of a priority at the moment.
And there's definitely tools we can use. Like, I know there's like AI tools now that can make like shorts and stuff, but yeah, because like I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, editing a video takes a long time. Zach does all the editing for the long videos, so like he has to wait for my audio to upload, my videos to upload, then he has to download all my videos. That can take a couple hours depending on how fast everything goes. You know, we don't live close to each other, so I can't like just drop off it and then it transferred within minutes. And then he has to make sure he has to edit it, and then he has to make sure everything obviously is synced, and make sure, you know, if there's any cuts that we had to make, or if there was sound issues, he has to color grade it. There's a lot of things. Sam Laporta going. GG's. Okay, who else we got? We got Billy on the street.
Yeah, so like I said, it's definitely something that like we would love to do, and no doubt it would help grow. But yeah, I think that's something that we would probably prioritize if we could ever expand and like add editors or something. You know,
yeah, you gotta think of I think like it'll be really cool to like show you how we a whole day, like this morning we recorded 2 videos, went straight to live stream. Now we're going to be on here for however long, 2-3 hours, and then after that, you know, we go get lunch, you do what you gotta do, and then we come back and edit until about like 5-6 o'clock, and then wait for those videos to upload. And within that time, we're messaging everyone that's on. We're trying to respond to all the comments. We're trying to make sure everyone that sends us a message and say, hey, like, you know, on the fantasy hotline, we have a bunch of people always ask us questions.
Yeah, like at the moment, the fantasy hotline, giving people advice for, you know, them supporting us is more important. It's a bigger priority than that. But like I said, we'd love to do it. And I think what Shane just said is actually what I find. I don't really like. We haven't done enough on YouTube Shorts to really know this, but I know for sure that, let me say this, I know how to blow us up on TikTok. I don't have it's not like I'm sitting here thinking like, how could I blow our channel up on TikTok? I know how to do that, but it's not the type of content that I would, how do I say this like nicely? Like, I don't think
it's like clickbait. I mean, I think that's the thing. It's clickbaity. Like, we can say, you know, here's a controversial take: Rachaad White is going to finish as a top 10 running back because there's no one in his backfield.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like, there's
right? Like,
there's an easy pathway to blowing up on TikTok, but that's why most people on YouTube, typically, if you bring up TikTok content creators, and maybe it's unfair because I'm sure there are really great ones out there, but the great ones typically don't blow up because their takes aren't controversial enough, and it's hate gets views, hate gets shares, hate gets comments, right? The algorithm wants comments, views, shares, retention time. Typically, the more you hate someone's take, the more likely you are to comment on it, rather than if you disliked someone's take, or if you liked it. Anyway, I just think like I definitely know how we could blow up, but I don't want that to be how we represent us. And the other way is just putting out really quality videos that take a long time to make. Like that Javonte Williams video probably took me like 6 hours to make, and it's like a 30-second video. And it definitely helped, but at the end of the day, it was like, okay, I had to put in this much quality to get some sort of results.
Yeah.
There's probably people on TikTok who are making videos giving incredible advice and no one's watching it because that doesn't blow up.
No one's going to a
controversy blows up.
Yeah, no one's going to a short form platform to listen to a 3-minute take. Right? Like Jonathan Taylor is going to be the best running back, and we'll give you a take in a short form 3 minutes. When like we can give you all that a little bit more in detail, a little bit longer form content. So. Either way, it's good. I think there's definitely some cool people on like TikTok that are doing I mean, the one I can think of off the top of my head that I think are doing a great job is BDG. They do some cool videos that I always watch, and they do like the grid media, and I think it's fun. I always watch that. Like, I come to it and I want to play along, right? But you don't really see. At least I don't think. I guess I'm not on it too much. But when it does come up, you see like I don't see someone like saying this is why you should be drafting this player. I haven't seen that in a while, actually, personally.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we got to pause after this. Remember to do the comp pick.
Yeah, comp pick was Jamal, and then it goes to 3 minutes after this as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I think the best TikTok and Shorts content is the content that is well thought out. And yeah, I guess at the end of the day, that takes a lot of preparation, and we just don't have the time. But yeah, I mean, we got to like 5,000 followers on TikTok, and I only did it for like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, if we would have been consistent what we were doing, we surely have a lot of followers. But yeah. Once again, what does that gain us? Like, are we making money off TikTok?
No, not really to the point where it's like actually helping us, fortunately. Yeah. But
we put a lot of time and effort into it. So
heading out,
up, man.
Appreciate that, McGungy. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, the clickbait titles are annoying for sure. But, I mean, to be fair, clickbait, like, if your goal is to grow a channel, like, clickbait is what typically grows it on those short-form videos. Dave said, I don't think your market is shorts. You have hundreds of people watching a 3-hour live that they have nothing to do with. Fair. This community is very...
That's true.
Is very strong. You guys are a very strong community. You always show out. Quan says, the hardest working, most handsome men in the business. Every time I blink, these guys are pumping out Dynasty content. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Dan says, what was the decision to move to Australia? I'm sure it's dope, but does that make NFL Sundays difficult? So Badaki and I didn't actually know each other before being in Australia. We both went to study here, we were housemates. And about 2016, 15, somewhere around there, we met.
16, 17 area, yeah.
And housemates, big old house, about 10 people.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm watching the game. That is some ridiculous.
So now you said Jamar won the comp pick, right?
Jamal did win the comp pick. So now, Jamal, let us know who you want in the chat. And then we're gonna change the clock. Make sure you change the clock to 3 minutes as well.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, it does make Sundays very difficult. We have to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch the morning games. London games are awful because you have to decide if you're going to get some sleep or just not sleep at all. 100%. London games are at midnight, and then the regular like morning games are 3 a.m. here. So we get up. I get up. We get up at 3 a.m. pretty much.
Normally, what I do is like I sleep for the first half of the London game, and then wake up in the second half of sleep the first half of the London game, sleep in the second half, or wake up in the second half of the London game. Sorry. But yeah, it is difficult.
Okay, so Jamar is gonna go with Marvin Mims here.
Big old Marvin.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add Marvin Mims to his team, which honestly, Jamar's team is actually kind of ridiculously good. Okay, so Mims is gone. Marvin Mims. I already know there's going to be comments later on. People who have watched this after we're live who have said, did I miss Marvin Mims? Yep, you did. Right here is where you missed Marvin Mims. He was the comp pick before the 3-1, after the 2-12. Marvin Mims goes off the board.
Gosh, I'm playing crazy right now. Yeah, Sydney, Australia, mate. We live in Sydney. Mike, I can see part of Australia, Sydney. Been to Brisbane, and Townsville. Never been to Townsville, actually.
I'll go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
No worries. Yeah, so we live here. Zach lives in Sydney. I just moved outside of Sydney, just 2 hours away. It's called a little beach town, I think. It's called Newcastle. That's where I live in Australia now. My wife's family moved out here, so we live like 5 minutes away from the beach, which is kind of awesome. But it's winter over here now, so it's cold. Yeah, right, Mike, I saw that. Like LeBron, like Zach doesn't want to know anything about the game, but we can talk about it. I mean, first of all, did you random throw up three? So lucky. LeBron about to punch up with Gordon. Just hit him, bro. You won't hit him. Swing on him. Oh, he didn't start the clock. Damn. Sorry, guys. Gluten freak. I mean, don't make a pick. How about this? A trade window active. Sorry. Never mind. So Zach is probably was watching. All right. So gluten has his gluten free puts it on. All right. So I work for like this I do like
okay hey, we're going to his gluten activated his trade window. We're just gonna make it 4 minutes instead of 5 now. Well, look, I'll stop it at 1 minute. Jeez.
Yeah, fair.
Kyle says, Badaki, let's get that Chase trade done. He wants him, bro.
He wants him. Yeah, Australia is awesome. I love it. I think it's a great country. Lifestyle is fantastic. I think one thing we always say, one thing you said that, people work in America, people work to live. Where here, work is, I don't know what the saying was, but
so I would say this: people in America live to work. That's kind of what their life is revolved around. Whereas people here, they like working is like just a side to living, if that makes sense. Like it's not like their career is like as important. It's not that they don't take their work seriously, but they just enjoy their life a little bit more, I would say.
Yeah, and I think the work culture here, one thing I always remember, like, you're 1-2 minutes late to a job or 5 minutes late to a job in America, you are getting looked at. Hey, come to my office. What's wrong? Why are you late? What's going on? Do you have a problem? Every single time, at least my old job. I mean, I used to work for an insurance company in New York before I moved here. I thought it was terrible. You know, trains are messed up. Something happened. They're like saying, "What the hell? What's wrong with you? Like, why are you 5-10 minutes late?" It's like, yo, it's not my fault. The train's messed up. I left some with a certain amount of time. Well, here, it's really like, oh, don't worry, man. Like, you know, grab a coffee on the way in. You know, like, don't stress about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's so relaxed here, which is, I think it's phenomenal. And I feel like one of my best jobs here is where I used to work in that clothing company, and I loved it. And I hated retail in New York. I used to work for Macy's. I hated it. So different perspectives, different lifestyle. Remote jobs are kind of changing that in the US. That's awesome. That's really good. He said we don't want it to be that way.
Okay, Jalen Hyatt is the pick for Gluten Freak here.
So for me, Dan, you know, I was doing a bunch of gigs on the side, and like I was working for this other job, but I'm not working there anymore, and I'm kind of just trying to focus on this a little bit more, you know. It's not that we are making enough to support our family. I think my wife is making enough to support us right now. She has a really decent job. So my circumstances have changed a little bit, and we moved to a town that's not as expensive as Sydney anymore. So that actually really helped me in my scenario.
Chase Brown goes off the board, and now Badaki, you are on the clock.
Jalen Hyatt, Chase Brown, okay. Ain't no problem. Okay, I mean,
Kyle says, you just have to get salaried in the US for a good company. I come and go as I please. Just have to get my stuff done and make sure my team is taken care of, for sure. But yeah, I'm a video editor, so I just, every kind of like odd jobs that come, I'll do those on top of what we do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take Luke Musgrave here. Yeah, I was working for like this odd like company that used to do like honestly, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Basically, think of it as Sleeper, right? Like when things change, and like when your games lock on Sundays and you can't move your lineup, that's what I would actually do for an Australian like rugby company, and rugby AFL NRL company, which was awesome. But then I stopped doing that and try to focus on this more. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Kyle. You have to work for a company that respects your personal life comes first. That's hard to find for sure.
Yeah.
Tight end Mount Rushmore. Gotta put Kelsey there. Gotta put Gonzalez there. Gotta put Gronk there. You could probably put Shannon Sharp. Olsen wouldn't be on mine, but I think he's made the case for it.
I was just thinking of tight ends. I mean, I wouldn't
maybe
put him on there.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah, Antonio Gates.
That might be my 5. Am I missing anyone? Kelsey, Sharp, Gronk, Gonzalez, Gates. That would be my 5 on the Rushmore. Am I missing anyone? I think that would be my 5.
I'm trying to think of any. I don't think there's anyone else. Like,
yeah, I had Tony G. Gonzalez.
Hey, Tony.
Forgot Luke Schoonmaker. Winslow.
So Rushmore got 4 heads.
Does it have 4? Okay, then I would probably have to kick Antonio Gates.
Took Kelsey. Yeah, I mean.
Favorite college team would be University of Virginia, Virginia Cavaliers.
Good old Virginia Cavaliers.
And then NFL teams would be Kansas City and Washington.
Yeah, for me, college is something that I'm getting into still for the past, like, since we've been doing this. You know, I've been trying to dedicate, so I've been following Ole Miss a lot lately, which is awesome. And then also my NFL team is Giants. Yep. Come on, baby. The New York Football Giants.
Virginia Tech, don't disrespect me with some Virginia Tech. You know what's the most frustrating thing is when people are like, oh, yeah, you like Virginia, right? And then they're talking about Virginia Tech. I'm like, get out. Don't you ever disrespect
2 up, 2 down,
me like
baby.
that again.
2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, I think I said Gronk like 3 times, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Favorite video game? I mean, probably Call of Duty. I'm a big sports video game guy, but I love playing, you know, FIFA, Madden, 2K, F1. I love playing F1. I got a racing wheel.
Got that racing wheel.
Yeah, I'd probably have to say, at the end of the day, COD. Darnell Washington.
Okay. Yeah,
Darnell Anderson.
It's all about Call of Duty ranked right now. I'm a diamond. No. I'm platinum. I'm not diamond. I'm the green one, I think.
And I'm a participant. I got the participant trophy.
If you know what I'm talking about. I'm platinum, yeah. The kind of greenish, not the blue one. Good old Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech's
2 up, 2 down.
Kentucky. Halo 3, then COD. Okay. Abani Kanda off the board. Sean says, thoughts on college football playoffs expanding? You know, I was down for it expanding. I'm just not sure I was down for it expanding that much. Like, isn't it 12 now? Because it was 4, and now it's 12. Let me know if I'm wrong, guys. I was down for like 6, maybe 8. 12 feels... I mean, in college football, the difference between the 12th ranked team and the first ranked team, I mean, that's probably an even bigger gap than like the NBA 1 versus 8 seed. But if you have the talent, almost not worth playing. Like,
what happens if the 12 seed beats the 1 seed? That would be crazy, though.
Sure, but in college football, I'm just saying, like, it's very, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a big gap. I'm not disagreeing. So, like,
yeah.
Hypothetically, like, if we were just to go by the standings last year, who was the 12th seed? You probably don't know that off the top of your head.
Not off the top of my head, no.
But, like, who would have been...
Be Georgia versus...
college football playoffs.
Yes! Oh, sweating my ass off and no one could see it. Just want to take this moment to thank my mom, to thank my dad, to thank everybody who got me in this position to be here. Yeah, just a really proud owner here. Proud to welcome a great young man to the organization. And I think he could do something really special for us. We'll absolutely start the season on the taxi squad. Let's see if he can work his way into the rotation. I would just like to welcome, from one Zach to another, welcome Zachary Evans. We're ready for you to do whatever you want to. Low expectations here at the 3-9, my guy. You can outperform by having, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'd be happy with you this year. Do your thing, and welcome to the squad.
Love that. Love that for you.
Alabama just upset they weren't in the playoffs. True. Can we talk about Washington? What's your take, Badaki and Zach? I've been chicken to draft him. Gluten freak, not so much. Look, here's what I'll say. At the beginning of this process, scouting these tight ends, he was the one that was the more difficult to project for fantasy purposes. he was already that way. Like, easy to see how a lot of the tight ends in this class could be top 12 in fantasy because of their receiving skill set after the catch. Darnell Washington was a little more difficult to really put your finger on because in my mind, in the NFL, I'm just not so certain that he was ever going to be this dude who is, you know, second on a team in receptions or targets. So then he falls. He doesn't end up being a first round pick. And there were some concerns about the injury. I don't know. I don't think I have any stock. I think he's going to end up being a roster clogger. Honestly, you're not getting past Pat Freiermuth, and you're not beating out George Pickens or Deontay Johnson.
No.
So it's, do you know what I mean? It's like really like how does he ever be a starter for fantasy? Great football player. For real life football, absolutely. Just don't know how we really ever. I just think he's going to be a roster clogger, and I don't have any of him.
No, I completely agree. And, you know, for me, the process, everyone was raving about Darnell Washington, and he was my last ranked tight end in my ranking. And, you know, he did have an incredible combine. You saw that opportunity. You saw him really take over at the NFL draft. And yeah, I'm not the NFL draft, at the NFL combine.
Yeah, he put up great combine.
Yeah, great combine numbers, but he never had like the production profile. He didn't have any of that board here. I mean, sorry to just cut off. I have a difficult choice to make because I feel like there was two people I wanted to go off the board.
Thanks for the sub, TK.
And now I have to choose between the two.
Yeah. But look, I mean, I could be wrong on Darnell Washington as Benaki's thinking about his pick. I absolutely could be wrong. I would not be surprised if I'm wrong. It wouldn't be the first time that I've been wrong. It's just, I already was concerned if there wasn't a good tight end ahead of him, how he would produce for fantasy. And now we have Pat Freiermuth there, who's not like he's leaving anytime soon. Like he's a Steeler through and through. Like he just fits that organization so well. And yeah, I don't know. I won't have any of him, I don't think.
I'll make my pick here. I mean, I already have so much. I have so much stock, and I'm gonna continue to build on that. I'll take Tank Dell here.
All right, Tank Dell off the board.
Wow. Yeah, Darnell Washington, not for me. No, thank you. Pukanuka, Stetson Bennett, Pukanuka.
I was going to say, I know that Zach took Tucker Kraft. That definitely had some Dynasty day trader influence, and he then commented, 312 will be my lasting impression in this league. Let's go, just Dak. Love it. Love to see it. Nick says, back to the 101 trade. I wouldn't have taken it. Yeah, we've got a lot of people who basically commented, I think it was a reasonable trade, but probably would have stuck with Bijan. Yet everyone tells me I have Kenneth Walker too low in my rankings. Trying to figure that one out. How early does Brock Bowers go next year? I mean, projected right now, he's probably locked in as a top 15 pick. I would be surprised.
Lazy, I'm going to send you something spicy right now.
Maxwell says top 10 IRL draft and probably around 105 to 107 fantasy rookie drafts. Absolute weapon. Bowers is nuts. Yeah. He's a great prospect for sure. Elite prospect.
I sent you something, Lazy.
Puka Nacua off the board. Styles, man. That's my auto pick in the 4th round.
Billy, I'm about to send you something as well.
That was Styles' 2 picks. He went Bennett and Puka. Got the stack. He didn't even realize it, and he got the stack.
Puka Nuka.
Darnell Washington reminds you of Jelani Woods. Can you talk about Mechie? Yeah, I've brought Mechie as a buy low a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago. But yeah, I think he has just as much of a shot as anyone else in that wide receiver room to lead it. So it's wide open. Someone's got to grab it. Michael Wilson off the board. That is such a good pick, Billy. Great job, Billy. Great job. And do we really need to talk about who my pick is going to be here?
Nah, just make the pick.
I end up somehow falling in love with this draft for myself. In every round, I got a my guy. Rashawn in the second, Zach Evans in the third, and my favorite sleeper wide receiver in the draft, Xavier Hutchinson in the fourth.
X gonna give it to you.
Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted, baby. Exactly what we wanted. Didn't make a single trade in this draft.
Same. Yeah, John Mechie, a guy I think we both like. Stepping into a good opportunity here, especially with this team, and CJ Stroud. So I think I'm glad that he's back, and hopefully he's healthy and kind of going through that stuff and we can see him on the field. But this team has Tank Dell now, Xavier Hutchinson, John Mechie. So definitely something to look out for. And he had good draft capital, decent draft capital. What was he, third, fourth round pick? If I'm not mistaken.
Mechie was a second round pick, dude.
Second, third round pick.
He was drafted, I think, ahead of George Pickens. Yeah. Mort says, haircuts on point, kid. Appreciate you, man. Very kind. You could be talking to Badaki, actually. Both got cuts.
Not me. Yeah, we both got cuts.
Aaron said,
cut my hair soon, though.
Yeah.
The locks are going away soon.
Yeah. Chris Rodriguez off the board at the 410. Clayton Tune off the board. I like Clayton Tune as a last minute kind of.
Clayton.
Let's see. Yeah. Get Xavier, man. Get Xavier on your team, Aaron. He's a great stash. Kyle says, holy crap, I have exhausted myself trying to get Chase off Badaki. Bro, you win, no counters, no rejections, just leaves them sitting there. Congratulations, you officially wore me out.
No worries, bro.
I think Kyle understands. Do you remember when I sent you a trade with Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, and free agency? And you left it sitting there for like 6-7 days. And then you accepted it while we were on a live stream instead of talking to me. Kyle messaged me later. He's like, dude, I get it. He just doesn't reply. So we connect on that. Me and Kyle connect on that pain.
I love that. I love that for you boys. Yeah, love that for you boys. I think, I told you what I wanted, Kyle, and I don't think I can do it. And I've said it, so I'm not necessarily sure what more you want me to say.
No, if you have your price, you have your price. I don't know what negotiations you guys are coming on there. What I will say is I have found it at times difficult to get a deal done with you, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible.
Yeah. A couple people still out there.
I think that's it for today. That is the draft. I am ecstatic. If you told me I was gonna get a my guy in every round, then I would be absolutely through the roof excited. So this is a great draft. Badaki ends up with Bryce Young, Luke Musgrave, Tank Dell. I end up with Rashawn Johnson, Zach Evans, and the most valuable player in the entire draft, Xavier Hutchinson. So jokes on everyone else. Gluten Freak ends up with a haul, and I just know he's going to have to drop a ton of players. I want to see who. I mean, I could be looking at who Gluten's dropping. The waiver wire could be really hot in this league.
It could be. I mean, let's look at his team. Like, who? Oh, my goodness. He has so much. Nah, he's... Okay, I see one he might drop. See two. Nah, that's not much. He's definitely keeping all his rookies.
Absolutely. No doubt. Okay, so let's have a look at my team. I'm 2 players over the limit. So what happens though when I put Xavier Hutchinson on the taxi?
What's crazy is that
And then I could probably put Zach Evans on the taxi.
Gluen has 7 picks in 2024.
7
1,
first
2,
rounders,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and he also has
he's trying to get my first rounds off me.
5. He also has 5 seconds
in
2024. So I mean, this is the Gluen Freak draft in 2023, and in 2024 we'll be right back again.
In 2025, just keep pushing it every.
Oh my goodness,
every
2025 year. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I mean, what are we doing here? If you think about it, you know, Jane and Reed can be on the chopping block next year. You know, Donald, he's gonna have to trade some of these players away. Greg Dolchich.
It's probably time to drop Will Fuller and KJ Hamler, unfortunately, and Mitch Trubisky.
He's out for the championship in 2026, guaranteed.
I love it. I love the confidence.
A guaranteed championship, 2026. See you there. I mean, by that time, he's gonna want 2026 picks because that's when the Manning comes in, right? Manning comes in 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, everyone is gonna be raving about that, guaranteed.
What's your team looking like now? I faced Lazy Bones in week 1. Let's see.
If Matthew Stafford can play a full season, something special can happen here.
You think so? So we got Bryce Young, Cam Akers, James Conner, Jamar Chase. If I sent you a third right now for James Conner, would you accept it?
No. And maybe
Do
I
you
should
recognize that you're not going to get more than the third for him?
I know I'm not, and I think like right now, it's either I go out and get like second and third picks for all my players, or I just ride it out and see if I can win.
Okay.
My team's not sexy, but like if Matthew Stafford plays the full season, great. If CMC misses some time, Elijah Mitchell's there. If Jamar Chase is going to do his thing. James Conner, we're all saying that he has great opportunity if he stays healthy. Same thing with Cam Akers.
The issue is you are also relying on Rashad Bateman, Brian Robinson, and Elijah Mitchell as starters, as well as Dawson Knox.
Exactly. So, I mean,
I have a feeling you're not going to compete this year, but
I also have Alan Lazard. I mean,
I forgot Lazard. You're right.
Don't sleep on Alan Lazard, man. Now back with the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers. Slept on. I'm doing everything possible not for this pick not to be a top 5 pick.
Yeah. Well.
And then we can be looking at this differently at the end of next year and be like, hey, anything could happen.
Anything can happen technically.
I mean,
technically, that's true. Technically, anything is possible.
I mean, this is what happened last year. Didn't that happen last year when you traded away your first? It's like, there's no way the 1-on-1.
I don't believe the words ever came out of my mouth. There's no way this is ever the 101.
Okay, so maybe not those words. Maybe I was exaggerating. But you sold that pick confidently, not believing that it was going to be at least a top 5 pick.
Sure.
You know.
I guess if you want to compare it to that, that's an interesting comparison. But
I'm saying like, look, that's where anything can happen. That's what I'm trying to compare it to. Not saying that that was the same situation.
Sure. Anything can happen, guys. Badaki's going to win the league this year. This is my current team. I'll probably have to take Jameson Williams out and flex somebody. But we'll get to that bridge when we need to. Also have 2 first-round picks next year, 3 second-round picks next year. So feeling good about where the team currently lies. Badaki, we showed you his team. Bryce Young and Matthew Stafford as the starters. Cam Akers, James Conner, Jamar Chase, Rashad Bateman, Dawson Knox, Alan Lazard, Elijah Mitchell. On the bench, we've got Thielen, Brian Robinson, Keontae Ingram, Tank Dell. Styles says, show my squad. So Styles has Kyler Murray, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Dillon, Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Mark Andrews, Debo Samuel, Geno Smith, Mac Jones, Jamal Williams, Kendre Miller, and James Cook on the taxi. Actually, that's a good taxi squad there. Yeah. Oh, that's Lazy Bones. I swear I clicked on your team. Oh, sorry. Jalen Hurts, CMC, Mixon, Cup, DJ Moore, Goddard, Ridley, Trevor Lawrence. We'll see who he puts at his flex spot. I think he's still deciding that. The bench is relatively weak, but you do have Burks, so he could definitely slide in there and be your flex. You could flex McKinnon, I guess. We'll see what kind of role Singletary has, but it's a very good starting lineup. Very good starting lineup. But honestly, guys, I have a feeling that soon it won't matter. Like, Jamar is going to dominate this team, this league. Watson, Jacobs, Gibbs, Waddle, Smith, Hawkinson, Etienne, McLaurin, Tua, Godwin, Mike Williams, Miles Sanders, Jordan Love, Michael Pittman, Antonio Gibson, Pat Fryermuth, Rachaad White, JSN, Tank Bigsby, Michael Mayer, Marvin Mims, CJ Stroud. I have a feeling it's not going to matter too much for everyone else next year. That is a ridiculous team. No, but Badaki's going to win. Don't worry, guys.
Anything can happen. Don't stress about it. Anything can happen.
Zach, please get Keaton Mitchell. Dude. I don't think I'm in on Keaton Mitchell. I'm sorry. I think that's it, guys.
Yeah. I think we're all Gucci, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. We
the
will
only
be
other
live.
thing,
What we have tomorrow?
Well, the only thing I was going to say is just give us a follow on the Redraft channel if you have yet to do so.
Yeah.
We are going to start pumping off a lot of content. That sounds weird. Pumping up a lot of content. We just recently, today, 11 hours ago, released our top 24 rankings for running backs for Redraft, Best Ball, whatever you're playing in 2023, non-Dynasty formats. So go check that out. And we will now start doing 3 videos a week, and we're going to keep live streaming, more and more often. And it's a good news because the fact that this channel is starting to be more active from us means we're getting closer to the season. So
exactly. So
that's it for today. Do us a favor, go ahead and drop a like on the stream if you have yet to do so. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. And anything else?
Nah, huge love. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you tomorrow with either I don't know. We'll definitely talk about it. I don't know if we spoke about a redraft live stream or
we're gonna do a Dynasty startup mock draft tomorrow.
Yeah. So we'll definitely keep that. We'll keep you guys in the loop, and then we have our hotel. Yeah, hotel league. 2 nights from now.
2 nights from now.
So stay tuned for that one. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, man.
All right, later, guys.
Love.